By the end of this video, we're going to be judging for ourselves whether this album here is as good as everyone says that it is. We're going to be going to various different shows at varying sizes to see if is an intimate venue the key to the band's success, or are they going to thrive on a big stage? Does this album live up to the hype? Do their live shows live up to the hype? And will the band be able to keep up with their growth? So I first discovered Valley's music when my girlfriend recommended that I listen to their new song, When You Know Someone. Now, like I do with most songs when I first hear them, I decided to record my reaction listening to the song. But I ended up meeting the band only a few days later when I attended a Gracie Abrams concert. Yeah, we met and it was a fantastic time. They were lovely. Sadly, Carol wasn't there, so I'm just gonna Photoshop in a picture of Carol. There we go. Now we're all there. But the thing I distinctly remember about meeting Valley was how passionate they were about this upcoming album that they had coming out. They were speaking about this project exactly how every music fan should talk about an album that they're putting out. And the conversation that we had sold me on the album. I needed to hear more. I absolutely needed it. You see, earlier in the year, the band announced that one of their key members would be leaving permanently. And obviously that's something that's really going to impact a band. And the fact that this album is the first project that this band is putting out as a new trio, I mean, this is really a make it or break it moment for this band. Now this is the title track, but it also happens to be my favorite track. No one knows, no one cares. The song is so good, but I think what really made me connect to it was the song hit me at a perfect time in my life. It really lived alongside me for so many amazing memories. See, I was leaving to go visit my girlfriend in the UK, and we just did so many fun things together. We went to a Taylor Swift concert, and I just had the time of my life while I was in the UK with my girlfriend. I was listening to this song every single day when I was over in Scotland, and now every time I hear it, it brings me right back to such a happy time in my life. And I really needed that reminder when I came back from Scotland and I wasn't with my girlfriend anymore and I was all alone. I feel like I'm no different than everyone else. I go through ups and downs of happiness and sadness throughout my life. And I definitely say when I was in Scotland, I was going through a massive high. I mean, I was having the time of my life. But immediately returning home, there was this sadness in me that I just feel like I needed filled. Now, as soon as I got back, Valley announced that they were going to be performing a cover night. And I decided, you know what? I'm gonna go. Even though I'm a bit sad, even though I don't really feel like leaving my house, I'm a bit down in the dumps, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go, and boy, am I glad I went. It was fantastic. I could be down, I could be blue, I could be violet sky. Definitely did not hit that. But after the show, the band announced that they would be releasing their third single off of their newest album, Bass Player's Brother. She fell in love with the bass player's brother. Now, I was a bit skeptical about this song because I loved the previous two singles so much that I was a little nervous that this one would let me down. And I mean, yeah, that just wasn't true. I love the song. I liked this new single so much that I decided that this was going to be the song that made sure that I got to interview the band. You see, normally when I want to interview bands, I get rejection emails. But this time, I was like, you know what? I'm going to set myself apart. I'm going to prove to the band that I deserve an interview. I deserve to sit there and interview them. I was going to listen to this song however many times it took until I was #1 in the world, baby. And you might be asking yourself, how will you know if you're the #1 most streamed person in the world? And I'm able to know because of a little app called Stats FM. Now, I actually reached out to Stats FM to see if they wanted to sponsor this video, and they very kindly agreed. Stats FM is almost like a Spotify Wrapped whenever you want it. I can see my lifetime most listened to albums, my lifetime most listened to songs. I can also creep on other people's listening. Like, I can see right now what my girlfriend's listening to. In fact, let's see. I'm gonna screen record right now. But as you see, I can go to my girlfriend's profile, and I can see that she's currently playing Heaven by Niall Horan. And she has been playing a whole lot of One Direction. I love her. Oh my god, how much Niall Horan is she gonna listen to? But I can see my top tracks over the last 4 weeks, 6 months, lifetime. It's a really handy app that I used not only to create this YouTube video, but also I just use in daily life because I genuinely love the app. Also, if you want to be my friend on Stats FM, you can send me friend requests. But as I used this app, I started to get closer and closer to that #1 spot. And after days and days, honestly weeks and weeks, I finally got #1 listener on Bass Player's Brother. And as soon as I got #1, I immediately told the band and reached out to their label to see if I could get an interview. But I did, I got the interview, and it was so cool. I got invited to go hang out with them in a studio and listen to music and just chill. It's my first time in a studio, by the way. This is overwhelming.
Oh, really?
How many?
They have a nice studio.
So all this is fake. It's just for show.
Because I'd heard this song so much, I wanted to jam out to the song with the band.
She fell in love with the bass player's brother. Playing cop in the cupboard.
Never know. I ain't got no brother. Not giving that away.
And of course, I was so cool throughout the entire process. Now, one of the best things about this new song was, like the others, it accompanied me through so many amazing memories in my life. My best friend and my girlfriend flew from the other side of the world to come to a music festival with me. And oh my god, was this music festival so much fun. But this amazing song that Valley put out lived with me through all of these unbelievable memories that I had over the month that my girlfriend and my best friend were over here. Now, eventually, my girlfriend and my best friend had to fly home, and I was once again alone. I started to feel myself sinking back into that sadness. And it just so happened that while I was going through this kind of sad bit, Valley came out with another song. I just didn't think I was going to resonate with it. But I listened, and it felt like the band was putting out music that I needed. You know, it didn't stop me from being sad, but I feel like it held my hand through it. They were also playing a giant show. A sold-out show in front of 16,000 people at my favorite venue in Toronto, the Budweiser stage. I finally got to hear these songs that I have loved so much, the songs that have accompanied me through so many emotions. And overall, I was just having the time of my life. You know, every song that I'd heard, I didn't just like, but I had a personal connection to. I felt like they each had their own individual memory that accompanied me through my life. Which is why I was really happy when I heard that I was going to have the opportunity to attend the album release party. And I finally got to hear some amazing songs performed in a very intimate setting.
Singing like, come on, baby, tell me that you hate me.
I mean, every single time that this band has had the opportunity to exceed my expectations, they have. Every single time that I felt that I wasn't going to connect to a song or wasn't going to enjoy a concert, they proved me wrong. And time again, I saw just how talented each of these members of the band were. I mean, earlier in the year, they had every reason to fail. We could have seen the end of this really amazing band, but instead, they persevered, they pushed through, and they just so happened to make one of the best pieces of art that have come out of this city in years. Whenever I hear this album later on in my life, I'm always going to get brought back to this moment of highs and lows that I experienced through one of the best summers of my life. When I first listened to the band, I said this.
Like, it sounds like the very end of a coming-of-age movie where everything comes together and, like, they have the best summer ever.
And I accidentally ended up living it. And I hope that for you watching this video, whether you're going through highs in life or whether you're going through your lows, I hope that this album is just as much comfort for you as it has been for me through this summer. I hope that you build your own memories for this album, and that you take this album in a whole different way than I have. I hope that throughout this video you've discovered a new band and a new album that you previously would have never discovered. And I hope you all enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed living it. I will see you all next time. Peace. I am a proud Sabrina Carpenter fan.